Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, Rainbow Dragon Nation of Mothership Supernova Gaia 33. As this realm continues to be flooded with massive waves of bliss and activations, Mother Earth is being enveloped in the codes and frequencies of the new Earth transformations. The Great Spirit is sending us consistent signs, symbols, synchronicities, and omens of our great ascension and awakening process moment by moment. We recognize our communication with Spirit with the eyes to see and the ears to hear these sacred messages. Our local Solaris released more intense gamma plasma waves of higher light with multiple C-class and a trinity of M-class solar flares today. One of them was encoded with our ground crew of Earth Angelics of the 144 with a M1.44 solar flare at 1550 UTC. Pachamama also received another powerful activation with a magnitude 6.1 earthquake on the Ring of Fire in New Zealand at 918 UTC, very deep at a depth of 374 kilometers. We also experienced 37 hours of blackout on the Schumann charts, encoded with our 37 into 73 heaven on earth codes. This symbolizes our journey through the void, through the silence, the stillness, and into the great mystery beyond all words and concepts, our true nature of Buddha mind. As we continue through the shift of the ages, from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, we are resolving and healing all trauma, torture, pain, and suffering for ourselves, Gaia, and the collective consciousness of all sentient beings of Mother Earth and all realms in this now. The sacred dragon energies are flowing freely and smoothly through the song lines of Pachamama, activating every portal and sacred site all over the holy lands of Terra Nova Gaia. With these new patterns, sounds, and frequencies, we rise together into the Garden of Eden of eternal bliss consciousness. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to listen to the very end where we release a very powerful divine decree. And please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. We continue with Divine Sister of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. We're navigating the Atlantis Stargate today, including new codons, DNA and genetic updates. What's your memory? Stargate 0 from ValerieElster.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Roberto Nunez, 555. A change is happening in your life. Focus only on the positive things, as you are attracting those you put your energy into. Expect positive growth, love, light, and the manifestation of your dreams. It is happening. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Elizabeth Peru, are you ready for a much-needed fresh start? This week's cosmic alignment suggests that your solutions are ready to appear. From ElizabethPeru.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Sophie Gregoire, something profound is changing, like a deep pattern. A truth is being shown about a way of yours, as if you can see how it has been leading you, its origins even. The same old chapter and now outgrown, and here comes your freedom. As you change, your world changes. You are the key. A big turnaround in the physical could be around the corner. From SophieGregoire.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Danny Neskovic, Cosmic Event. The Schumann resonance has been down for 2 days. We have proton flux energies at crazy levels starting your day. With all the solar flares shooting off the sun, They can cause coronal mass ejections, CMEs. We have had many of them, but none fully Earth-facing. Today we will be feeling the effects of CMEs that are near the planet but not directly. They are called transient CMEs. The solar winds can pick up the plasma of the CMEs and push them right into the atmosphere. It can cause a very unstable solar energy day. With the galactic energy consistently pushing in, you're also in a jump gateway window now through February 23rd for the love wave. It's another one of those days where energies will grow and grow until anything is possible. The earthbound X-flare is expected to enter the atmosphere February 14th, and a cosmic event may take place. From Divine Sister of the Light, Devyani Singh, from Isis Channelings. Serpent energies activated for Festival of Fertility, Valentine's Day, and Maha Shivratri. The gateway of Imbolc activates the serpent energies. As the serpents of Gaia begin stirring from their deep slumber of the winter months with the return of the light, we too begin to feel similar stirrings within us. The full moon in Leo coincided with solar Imbolc, activating serpent energies, and in particular the energies of Medusa. Serpent energies are the divine feminine energies. They represent movement, dance, sensuality, sexuality, nurturing, and creation energies. They represent root and sacral chakras, our foundation, our protection, our safety, our interconnectedness and belonging. These are energies of awakening, stimulation, activation, pleasure, and desire, which are prerequisites for the act of creation. Serpent energies are life force itself, the Kundalini, the awakening of the primordial energies of life, creation, feeling, sensing, innate knowing, the thread that interconnects us to the entire web of creation. Serpent energies are Shakti, awakened, rebirthed, who then begins her journey through the 7 chakras to meet with Shiva at the crown. Divine union of polar opposites, essential for enlightenment, ascension, and higher consciousness. Shakti, the tumultuous, chaotic waves of the ocean racing to meet the shore. Shiva steady and ready to receive the gifts that the waves bring in. Shakti is the torrential rain falling on the parched land, Shiva bringing it the gift of life, both different, unique, and complete, yet their destinies interwoven and intertwined. Shakti is the energy in motion. Shiva receives and gives the direction to the energy, co-creation. And so the serpent energies have been activated for the Festival of Fertility. Lupercalia, Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, and Maha Shivratri, February 18th, the union of Shiva and Shakti. We are in the year of 7, the year of the Rainbow Bridge, crossing the 7 gates into higher consciousness, achievable only via balance and union of the opposites within and without. Is the Shakti, divine feminine, truly embodying her truth and authenticity, courageously and fearlessly owning her shadows, as well as power, no matter how scary or overwhelming, and standing tall in her sovereignty, disrupting patterns of patriarchal control and dominance? Is the Shiva, divine masculine, ready to receive and withstand the power of the crashing waves of Shakti? It is the fear of the chaotic rawness and the disruptive, overwhelming power of the Shakti that has birthed the much maligned myths of serpent energies through ancient times as an energy to be feared, outcast, controlled, and dominated. However, only if Shiva is open and receptive to Shakti will transformation occur. The gifts Shakti brings will transform both and transcend the current status quo of patriarchal overlay into balanced co-creation. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sa-ke-na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Nikki Hamid. Something monumental, huge, and awesome is happening now. When I was 18 years old, I was taken back to the future, and I saw in great detail how humanity had woken up and were living in a pristine and totally harmonious earth and life together. I have been taken on a journey through these years, seeing and living the signs I was shown, just as you are, each awakening at their chosen time. Sages and seers, ancients and tribal elders have foretold of this time of mass awakening. And now Earth, Gaia herself, is giving her voice in the wake-up call to end all calls, to the human heart. You have been feeling it mounting from within, spiritually, physically, mentally, and above all, in your face emotionally. Earth has always sung her song, and technically it has been called the Schumann resonance. Up until the late 80s, it has been around 7.83 Hertz and has slowly begun to rise to be around double in 2012 and has continued to rise to 75 plus. Some days it shoots up to peaking well over 100. Gaia is calling and every heart on this planet is being opened. No one will not be able to feel this change in some way, nor continue to keep stuffing their truth of who they really are down into their subconscious. Think of the consequences of this great move on so many who have been asleep for ages and now woken suddenly. Your people need you. Will you stand up with your hand on heart? Will you breathe your breath of life, light and love? Will you walk with calm and dignity? Will you touch the earth and feel her gift? Will you be present for others and show them the simplicity of this, so they may have a day-to-day way of finding a place in the chaos that they will be feeling? Do you have the courage and commitment to be all you can be? There is no choice anymore. We go with the flow regardless of what is coming up in us all because it is leaving. Earth and heaven have spoken. Shine on. I so love you. P.S. And all we have to do is go within by dropping our attention from mind into heart on any given occasion. Every time you choose love in the face of fear, doubt, and uncertainty, you raise yourself and our entire collective up. This is the shift of the ages. From globalmissionoflove.com. And from divine consorts of the light, Suryananda and Ayed, the great central sun, the sacred dragon worlds, the newly conscious sacred white and pure blue dragons, the sacred prophecies of the dragon worlds. From the great central sun, sacred scripts, Akashic records. The sacred scripts, Akashic records of the sacred dragon worlds, together with the sacred dragon prophecies. These white and pure blue sacred dragons have completed the necessary stages, with their new higher selves and virgin births, whilst retaining all of their other dragon forms being non-physical. Inevitably their roles differ. Vast numbers of the sacred dragons from other dragon worlds are very active and rejoice as these newly conscious white and pure blue dragons. We have received many visits as all share in their joy and excitement. The dragon worlds have over long durations been brought into being, thus manifest conscious with Father and Divine Mother, together with some masters of the Elohim. This does not include the archangels and angels of the Elohim. Going back to beyond time and memorial, there have been many new dragon worlds which have become conscious, giving ongoing new dragon worlds which continue through many centuries. The myths surrounding dragons have grown. In these present times, many people on Gaia have seen dragons, which then adds to the whole of the dragons being loved, whilst having innumerable roles of love and service to the great central sun and creation, as well as to many on Gaia who have long awaited this recognition and profound awareness. Dragons gift Gaia and inhabitants protection, which have wide-ranging aspects. The different dragons, the fire, air, water, earth, can be seen to have their unique roles and paths. Suryananda has seen several dragons, initially a female emerald dragon up a tree during sleep a few years ago, but since 2015, a sapphire blue water female dragon during meditations with Ayed, and at home the great central sun, having become aware of a fire dragon, again fascinating as a red-orange color. Was sensing also white dragons during the session. I was very much aware of white dragons and pure blue dragons, which live together within the newly conscious dragon world, having received new higher selves with their virgin births. It is very different, these two exquisite colors together in this newly conscious dragon world. As dragon worlds have their specific colors, each of the dragon worlds have their own sacred prophecies, many coming into being in this present times on Gaia. Ayed and Suryananda's journey on the great central sun and creation continues. The great central sun, the divine presence, Father and Divine Mother, Adam, El, Daoud, and Suryananda, supreme consorts, Monday the 13th of February, 2023. From Divine Sistar of the Light, Raylene Brady. SIRIUS Isis Blue Star KACHINA DNA activation. We are currently dismantling the confines and constraints of 3D linear time and duality reality by reclaiming and recalibrating our new but old light bodies. This is quintessentially what is occurring for all of humanity, despite your status, or whether one is conscious of this occurring or not. Purification through generating our sovereign plasmic codes releases the notion of warnings of extinction and Armageddon doomsday prophecy, exciting the mythos held in the cells to dance and zing as a shaking off of that which is static within elemental structures and our living, breathing reality. This is the true essence of Nether. Understanding the mechanisms of omnidimensional principles. Disillusion can only occur at the end if the elements at that stage are vibrating at the exact same rate of propulsion as that of its original inauguration. This is tricky business, as within linear time, separated consciousness, reality does not exactly appear to be the same at the end as in the beginning. But if the two states of being, that is Alpha and Omega, are looped back on themselves whilst holding consciousness of what operates beyond duality reality, they are instantly terminated from 3D subscope, which, as you are well aware, creates omnispace. You see, the lens of duality is the manifesto of atomic principles in matter. Otherwise all coexists beyond entropic matter. This is also a form of suspended animation. The basis of our omni-nature and the principles governing this include the principles of anti-gravity techniques, also the disentanglement of karmic imprints and the collapsing of space and time, relativity, constraints, along with the opening of wormholes generated by our supra-consciousness directly interfacing with our spiritual and natural world. In this way, we're all instruments for spirit materializing through matter. The seeking of purpose, be it service to others or service to self, has us all ultimately on the same trajectory. Interestingly, service to others influences service to self. Service to self will still utilize the same gateways of pure love, gratitude, harmony in order to extract experience for themselves, and in so doing the source-coded vibrational reference point rub-off. In separation, the illusion of space-time is used as a medium for the development of the result of these choices freely made. In this way, ultimately all entities learn no matter what they seek. Therefore, time may be a measure by speed of the outcomes being observed as either rapid or slow. In this manner we can observe galactic entropy, or negentropy, within the natural laws and conditions governing stellar consciousness as fluid not set. As you know, the compounds of time-release factors are encrypted in the divinity held in nature. You also hold these in your DNA and genetic makeup. Gene Isis, or Genesis, is a key code for this internally. Within the limitations of linear time and duality reality, polarity pole, one receives Genesis as being a one-off event. However, outside of linear time, Gene Isis is perpetually occurring. As each of you recall many shared experiences with your soul groupings, you will be able to recognize or recognize the importance of what each of you carry for yourself and the earth, individually and collectively, beyond the notion of lifetimes being dictated from within the limitations of falsely introduced timeline constructs, inserts and inverts. Internal light spiraling is key in dismantling linear matrix limitations and quickening consciousness. The codex of the living libraries of Gaia Galactica are held within your own DNA patterning. Open the book and now glean. This is quintessential reading. Simultaneous release and recapture. The quintessence of our elemental nature, Neter. Go back, go forth, and bring it into now. May you reconfigure in time to activate individual and collective codal formulas. As the elements are metamorphosing within you now, co-creating a new seed coda for true earth and the collective consciousness of humanity. Raylene Brady. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. We are in the midst of huge transfiguration and transition such as never known nor experienced before. Things are happening and going to happen on all fronts now. Even the unawakened are feeling this, but cannot give voice to it. It is the moment to go deeper into the heart and soul and allow divine light, divine love, divine power to lift you through. Immense plasma-like energy is being released as a mass awakening of long-forgotten and dormant energy is awakening, of the seventh dimensional Elysium, Lion Kingdom, Avalon, Mu, and Lemuria. These energies are now released as the new earth is rapidly ascending back into the seventh and ninth dimensional state. Our physical bodies are having a hard time keeping up with all the changes, thus quietude, rest, meditation, and sacred prayers are so necessary. Whatever practices which assist you to keep your equilibrium. Those who started these civilizations have returned, and many souls incarnated were the forerunners of these. Your soul memory banks are being reactivated as the ancient highly advanced technologies, energies, consciously now amps and revs up. The prophecies are being fulfilled. The divine feminine is birthing new life and new beginnings for us all. Embrace it, welcome it, become the act of love, the heart and soul of love, which is rebirthing the new humanity and the new golden age. You are called, you are loved, you are protected and guided, and all your needs are provided. Onwards and upwards we go. From JudithKusel.com. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys. Unlocking the higher purpose hidden in your DNA. Gene Key 30, Celestial Fire, February 13th through the 18th of 2023. Desire, lightness, rapture. We rise and fall in life. Sometimes we're flying and sometimes we're dragging. We have to see that desire isn't unholy. There is no holy and unholy. That's what creates heaviness and guilt. Lightness is when we can look at desire with equanimity. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways. And from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change, Hexagram 30, the clinging. Ignite the rising fire of longing, reaching to the beloved, purifying our base desire into the divine fire. Rise into rapture, lighten up and shine bright. Fire clings to what we feed it. Rapturous passion. The great man, in accordance with this, cultivates more and more of his brilliant virtue, and diffuses its brightness over the four quarters of the land. From GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light Carolyn, 144 God Code. Boundaries have been successfully made with distorted masculine energies that have been attaching and draining the solar plexus chakra. Those cords are clearing, freeing you to go forward on the journey to discover the truth of what unconditional love from the Divine Masculine Christ is. The Divine Masculine Christ is awakening to the journey to reunite with the Divine Feminine Christ as well. Messages, signs, and omens are guiding him to pursue this connection. The masculine and feminine are clear and open to see each other from a different perspective. Now that external energies are not able to influence their thoughts and opinions, communication, movement, and changes are happening today to continue us forward with the reunion of the beloveds. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you. Love, Carolyn. From 144godcode.com. And from Divine Sis Star of the Light, Adrian Elise. February 13th through the 20th, 2023. Great Works. Supernova Astrology Update. It's been an intense week with Mercury catching up to Pluto at the end degrees of Capricorn. Mercury spending over 2 months in the Sirius sign of Capricorn has made it an energetically heavy time. Mercury made 3 squares with Chiron in Aries, speaking to this as a potent time where we must stand up and fight for our right to an organic, human, autonomous life. Mercury moved over into Aquarius on February 12th, bringing a new perspective. We can rise above the stories of our everyday lives and see the bigger picture, but Pluto holding on at 29 degrees Capricorn is an argument with our freedom. It's a last massive bloom of control energies trying to hold back conscious evolution, but it's not working, and it's starting to get really silly. Perhaps it's showing us that we are in a psychological game-type simulation. Okay, maybe we are. So how do we break free? It seems like distractions and traps everywhere, as well as emotional manipulations that bring a false sense of security. Venus is coming into conjunction with Neptune and Pisces, saying that a spiritual revival is the only way out of our dark past. The heavens are opening up. We just need to make sure we are in alignment with our greater power and not giving it away. The savior mentality has been our downfall in the Piscean age. There is no other way forward than to claim our sovereignty and right to a divine life. There is something brewing in the cosmos with Black Moon Lilith in Leo. We are finding the dark side of egotistical power, but at the same time realizing that we must stand up and defend, to own and fully embrace our permission and right for our own autonomy and spiritual light. They have taken what cannot be taken. Are we going to just roll over and say, oh well? That won't work for supernova souls, and a quiet but extreme frustration is brewing inside. Supernovas are growing in power. They will no longer allow themselves to be held back. The closer you get to spiritual truth, the more alone you feel. It seems like the forces of darkness can work through anyone or any situation to knock you off your game. This means you are really getting somewhere. And the cool thing is, there are a bunch of us hanging around in this precipice together, feeling completely alone, but really we are doing it together. It is time for us to stand up and live the truth that we deserve better and more. Black Moon Lilith in Leo is asking us to stand up for our royal right. Mercury, now in Aquarius, will come into opposition with Black Moon Lilith on February 14th. We are all a true leader and true king in our own sovereign right. So why do we continue to let ourselves be knocked down and treated like dirt? Mercury opposite of Black Moon Lilith will then square up with the nodes of the moon on February 16th. This will make a grand fixed square at 6 degrees. The fixed sign holds in place our reality. Maybe it's time for a change. We are imprinting a new energy of possibility into our field. It's a new perspective on the future once we get over our shadows that have been keeping us from expressing our God light. We will be feeling Black Moon Lilith in square with the nodes at 5 degrees for the next couple of months. Our refusal to shine has allowed the fakers to take over, but now all that is dark must come into the light, and the light must be the light. We are seeing them for who they really are, empty shells who are nothing without the power they have managed to manipulate away from us. This week offers a powerful come to Jesus moment with Venus in exact conjunction with Neptune in Pisces, and the Sun in exact conjunction with Saturn in Aquarius. It's important to note that these conjunctions of our personal and transpersonal planets are happening one sign over from each other in the last 2 signs of the zodiac. This old way will not do. This is a desperate cry for spirit to flood back into our life. Deep desires for a more spiritual existence are calling. The Sun and Saturn together in Aquarius is an activation of our role as we move into the future. It's time to stop waiting and start being. We have no choice but to start living a life that is more true to who we really are, starting right now. At first it feels very alone, but it's how we begin to find each other. We must live each moment in the conviction of a greater life. We must be that alignment, although it feels like going against everything around you. We are doing it, supernovas. Keep up the great work. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. The moon opposes Sedna. As we come to the last turn in this lunar cycle, deep emotional material arises. Feelings erupt to the surface, perhaps surprising us with bitterness, sorrow, regrets, old stories about broken trust, friendships, the future, the part we play in society, all seem to push us to dive deeper into the psyche. There are truths here that will serve us if we dare to look, embrace the mystery, untangle emotional threads. Soon the waters will settle, clearer than before. Allow for contemplation and stillness. Explore your motivation for change. Understand why you desire what you desire. Consider what needs to be released to leave space for spontaneity and novel experiences. What old image of yourself or the past do you need to let go of to become the new you? Follow your intuition to regain control. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Zolkeen Times, Keen 11, Blue Spectral Monkey. The number 11 is called spectral, and its keywords are dissolve, liberate, and release. As we get nearer to the end of a wave spell, the energy starts to dissipate. The 11th day releases us from the agenda and allows us to take a break from the theme we have been engaged in since day 1. So that means today you forget about what you started at the beginning of the Red Dragon wave spell. You have permission to forget about it all for one day. Come out of the cave and be liberated. Today is Blue Monkey, and the keywords associated with it are illusion, magic, and play. Poor Monkey has not been having fun lately, because when we go through the Red Dragon wave spell, the dragon's energy is too strong, and Monkey is challenged by Dragon. But today is different. Monkey gets a break, and it's a double Monkey day as well. Number 11 days are always guided by themselves. Monkey may create a little mayhem today, or he may create some magic. Keep on your toes, 'cause with Monkey you never know. The chances of being liberated by magic are very high, or another way of looking at it is that we can be released from the illusion. Permit Monkey to show you the difference between magic and illusion today. I guarantee it won't be the least bit boring. Today's guide is also the Blue Monkey, so a double helping of monkey medicine. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Blue Spectral Monkey, 11 Chuane, Keen 11, 13th of February 2023, Dissolving the Illusion, Liberating Magic and Play, 12/2/2023 equal 427 equal 49 equal 13 equal 4, 1313 Goddess Portal, 44 New Earth Portal, 13-4 magical portal to the new time. Day codes 13 goddess, cosmic consciousness, natural lore, synchronic time. 4 form, structure, foundation, new earth, angelic frequency. Month-year codes 2 twins, partners, alliances, cooperation, duality. 7 spiritual test, initiation, solitude, magic, mystic, magician. 9 completion, endings, mission, destiny, service, humanitarian, grace. 20 the awakening, clear vision. 23 royal star of the lion, strength, protection, support. Keen 11, 11, portal, gate, polarity, illumination. Spectral tone 11, equal 11, 11. Today we have the power to time travel through dimensional doorways, to dissolve all illusionary timelines and realities, and take back our golden timeline, coded through the 13-4 goddess frequency of the self-existing moon year. Shazam! I now call upon Divine Creator on behalf of humanity to implant the highest divine timeline for humanity. Kadosh, 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 Adonai, Sabaoth. It is done. Now it is time to lighten up and reclaim the magic of play, joy, and bliss in our day. Let's flip it back. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. 27 months ago on Keen 11 occurred on Christ Mass Day, a day of high magic when the children of our planet are filled with joy, exuberance, and pure bliss through the delight of receiving more toys to play, play, play. Christmas Day over the previous 2 years, 2020 through 2021, was hijacked. Our planet was plunged into great darkness. There was not the usual super wave of pure bliss encircling our planet, so we have much to make up for today. Today we will be using our magic powers to walk through the 11-11 13-4 gateway and declare the return of Christ Mass consciousness and divine magic back on Earth. Today is a hugely significant milestone day in our planetary liberation. We are liberating our new foundation built on magic and play. Day 11 in the Red Mother Dragon wave spell, where we are incubating in the womb of creation. We are being guided to focus on nurturance and compassion for ourselves and others and our planet, realizing the importance of self-love and the giving and receiving of unconditional love in order to grow and flourish and be born anew. Today we are releasing all illusions to love, dissolving all the chains and restrictions in order to liberate our magic and innocence, so that we are free to play with our kin in a very joyful and bliss-filled way. Mother Dragon is bringing more love and nurturance for our beloved family kin. The spectral monkey will liberate blissful experiences, but if you are not self-aware, beware the tricks, deceit, and illusions that the monkey reveals through the smoke screens. This is fuel for increased volatility and clashes. Choose the path of love and nurturance to anchor the 5D codes in your family environment. Tone of creation, spectral tone 11, operates in the emotional realm, and its actions are that of dissolving, releasing, and liberating. The spectral tone provides full purging, transformative power. When we go spectral, we learn to release all that we have manifested in order that we may commence the next cycle. Solid forms dissipate and dissolve. We are finally freed from the emotional baggage and debris that we have carried deep within ourselves in order to liberate more magic, joy, and bliss. Spectral is tone 11 and blue monkey is tribe number 11. And the spectral monkey is Keen 11, giving us an 11-11-11 code for this kin, a huge gateway to freedom. 11 is the process of disintegration, stripping away the layers down to our core essence. With the spectral tone of 11, ideals, beliefs, and images of all kinds are being brought up for you to re-examine, illuminate, and transform. With Pluto currently exiting in the final degrees of Capricorn until April, we are certainly feeling this disintegration process of the old paradigm. We are currently in the final closure to this illusion. The curtain is being drawn. The red dragon is still in her birthing stage, preparing for the wondrously magical wizardry cycle fast approaching on the 16th of February 2023. Examine everything that is not born of love in your life, then let it go. These codes today are extremely powerful and effective in granting the liberation of your new life. These are very powerful energies at work to create final closure, dissolving all impediments to you, finally freeing you from all seriousness, limitations, and imprisonment of your soul essence, to make way for greater love, nurturing, and total soul regeneration. The Christos Sophia energies are being resurrected today as all our global family are finally liberated from the evil dream spell. Miracles happen. Now we are free. Today's question is, what illusions do I need to dissolve and release in order to liberate more magic, so that my divine child can perpetually play in a bliss-filled reality? Divine blessings for our planetary liberation from the illusion. Go forth and liberate your magic today. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 11, Blue Spectral Monkey. The mantra, the code for today is, I dissolve in order to play. Releasing illusion, I seal the process of magic. With the spectral tone of liberation, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're seeing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support our work, our mission, and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Brother of the Light, Brad Chen, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sheila Sempek, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your continued support, and we appreciate all of you that continue to support us in our work and mission. We couldn't be doing this work without you, so we're grateful for each and every one of you. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal or Stripe accounts. Both links are at egolovecondor.com. Now I'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Ken Lenahan, for your super thanks donation on YouTube. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Teresa D. Martinez, for your super thanks donation on YouTube. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. And I'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Fraser, for another super thanks donation. Thank you very much, Divine Brother. We appreciate you and your continued support. Now I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with a powerful divine decree from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter. This is a vibrant year of transformation. Use these energies wisely to create the divine reunion of self as source. For the divine decree, I call forth the divine Christ intelligence to charge my cells, DNA, body, vehicle, and light body as a seamless connection to my Christed self and divine presence. I call forth the complete unification with my multidimensional soul to express as the pure presence of Source in these realms. From AscensionPath.com. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed week ahead as we travel through the love portal tomorrow and into this powerful integration of the higher dimensions through this powerful ascension portal. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.